Hi guys, it's Dan K. I'm back. I'm starting to post some more videos now, and this is the Sydney CC Club Champs B grade crit. I will admit I did race 2 weeks ago the Sydney CC Club A grade crit. I lasted about 8 minutes, so maybe I'm not really 100% ready to go back to racing. It's definitely I'm sort of sitting between that gap of being like at least decent or competitive in B grade, but definitely not strong enough to hang on the back of A grade. But yeah, this is an exciting race. It was super fast actually, and there's all sorts of riders here, different talents, different skills, men, women, you name it. To make things exciting, I've overlaid the data. So I've got the power on the bottom left-hand side and the speed on the right-hand side. And you'll see 2.5 minutes in, so bottom right-hand corner, we are flying. This is a headwind straight. It's a cross headwind. So the cross headwind it's coming at you, but it's kind of coming from the left to the right of the screen. So sort of foreshadowing, but that makes this a really good area to attack. And if you are to attack on this headwind straight, you should be attacking on the right-hand side because no one can draft properly. You're going to put people in the gutter. And so when things essentially end up slowing, if you've still got the momentum, that's a really, really good time. So you can see how it slows up here. That's a good time to just attack. And you can see here, going straight onto the right-hand side of the road, I know no one's sort of coming around me. And you want a sub-maximal effort for a few seconds, and then, maybe your VO2 for a few more seconds just to build the gap. And when you've seen you've got a decent enough gap or someone's coming over, which Gavin did, and you'll see how much my power drops here. Gavin, yes, you have the draft effect, but I don't think Gavin was really going hard enough to maintain that gap. Truth hurts, but that's the fact of the matter. We got caught. But yeah, once you get into your rhythm, which I didn't, you should basically sort of hit, if you're in a group working with a few people, then just go a little bit above your threshold. But if you're alone, then obviously hold your threshold or just a bit above threshold, depending on how much time is left in the race. So this is 18 minutes in, and Mac's gone to sort of close a gap, but and I've gone to follow him, but he's kind of decided nope, and I had the momentum, so I kind of just used it. I thought Tom Hughes was up the front, and he's a dangerous rider. He's powerful, good breakaway rider, and I had to close the gap. And the problem with closing a gap yourself is you put all the effort in and you bring everyone across the gap, and then someone's bound to attack you over the top. That's always going to happen. But unfortunately, and really hope that the rider that was involved in the accident that occurred on the right-hand side of your screen, I really hope they recover. And it's just an unfortunate accident. Apparently, a wheel fell apart mid-race, and didn't look in a good way, unfortunately. So we weren't really sure what we should be doing, and we kind of did a few laps, not neutral, but like a bit slower than usual. And then after everyone felt comfortable passing that accident, because we're going to be passing it all the time, we really started to put the hammer down to race again. So there was always this sort of persistent effort from people to try and attack and maintain a break. But Mac here has done a huge effort. Tiny guy, not a good draft, as you can see, dropping the wheel. But we always sort of tended to bring things back. So a breakaway just never really got the chance to stick. So 30 minutes in, you can see people are tightening up their shoes, and this is the last lap, right? So it's all in, and I've just sped it up a bit just to keep things interesting. But there's been an attack, and it's splintering the group. Everything's kind of blowing apart, and I'm behind 2 Turbo Studio riders, and there's a bit of a gap there. And you can see the minute someone goes to close that gap, that's the train that you should be on. So you get a free little armchair ride to bring the race together, and that's the effort that you got to put in, because now it's easy, right? People realize they've been caught, they're either exhausted and they're not willing to push, and now we're in the top 3. Now, top 3 for Heffron, coming around the straight, probably too close to the front usually, but simply because of how hard this race has been, top 3 was about right. Like, you don't want the winning move to, I guess, go off the front and they sort of ride away with the race, which is exactly what Tom has tried to do here. He's attacked on the corner and is just pushing down the power. He knows I'm there. But he sees, and you can't see the rear, but it's just me and him at this point. There is about a 5-second gap between me and the rider behind me, and he's just drilling it. He's going, you know what, even if I get beaten in the sprint, I'm still going to get a place. And I've been able to come across. I'm totally gassed at that point as well, so I haven't really had the chance to put in decent power and cross the line. First race I've won in over a year, so that was good fun. And yeah, I enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And back next week for the same race. Hopefully they don't chuck me an A grade. And I'll see you guys next time.